right, Tar Heel Nation, we are back. We are live. We are here once again. It is the brand new year. I almost said February. It is January 20th, the day after Martin Luther King Jr. Day. R.I.P. Martin Luther King Jr. And I am your captain of the Hooligan Express. So good news, everyone. We are here. I'm the captain of the Hooligan Express, this side of Mississippi, the best thing smoking since popcorn. And that gentleman over there is my co-host. We go together like ham and jelly. It don't make sense, but it makes sense. I promise you that.
First things first, you smoke popcorn?
You said I smoke popcorn?
You said the best thing smoking since popcorn. I'm like, I don't want smoking popcorn.
What you mean? You don't want it with the steam? When it's got all the steam
and smoke are two different things.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't think they are.
When's the last? So I'm gonna ask you a question.
I feel like every week you say this to me as a concerned friend and father figure in the same sentence. Like, I'm gonna ask you a question.
I'm gonna ask you a question. When you see steam coming off popcorn, you're happy about the steam, right?
Yeah.
But when you have smoke and smell smoke coming off of popcorn, you lost a bag of popcorn.
Did I? I think steam is. What is steam but white smoke?
Most smoke is white smoke.
You said most?
However, most smoke.
Why you just?
Because if you burn a tire, it's black smoke.
I mean, the tire is black though.
I mean, it is.
So I fail to see the issue here.
Candle smoke isn't black smoke either. Well, some candles aren't.
I was about to say, what do you mean? I've definitely seen some candles that have black smoke.
There's some candles that start with black smoke. But either way, what's happening? How you feeling about? I screwed up my own intro.
English hard.
Yeah, that and logic. But what's good? What's happening? How you living? It's your boy Ricebox 26. And we are back again with another North Carolina Live, asking the questions that don't need to be asked and the brain scratchers that don't need to be scratched. Let me tell you something. If you didn't catch that game yesterday.
Oh, listen. That was a phenomenal game.
If you didn't watch that game yesterday, that game was fantastic.
That was a great game.
It was a much better game than I thought it was going to be. Not saying I didn't think it was going to be good, but
I mean, let's be real and let's call it for what it is. Had that game ended up the same way the Oregon game ended up, we would have been all sad the same way we were when Georgia dismantled TCU.
Oh, the only people that watch that game are Indiana fans.
Like, and yes, I know you do have your love for Georgia, and I ain't gonna lie. Did I know Georgia was gonna win that game? Yeah, my heart told me they would, but I want it to be a good game. The same, absolutely. And after the way Indiana dismantled, and I mean dismantled, Oregon, it was only right and it was only fair that I just went into this game thinking to myself, Lord, please just make it a good game. Like, we both picked Indiana, which is crazy because a lot of people were picking Miami, including all the panelists on the pregame show. Saban, Desmond Howard, the Notre Dame head coach, and Pat McAfee.
And Belichick.
All picked Miami to win that game because they said there's no way Miami is losing in Miami. And shout out to the Indiana Hoosiers rolling deep down to Miami, Florida.
Listen.
Hey, shout out to Miami.
The noise on the back end of that field from those Hoosier fans, boy.
Hey, shout out to the Hoosiers. They rolled deep for the quad, bro.
And tell you the truth, shout out to Mrs. Fletcher, the Miami running backs. Shout out to her. When I tell you that woman, they said that woman put 18,000 miles on her vehicle this season.
Hey, She said she was going where her baby was going.
She said she was going to every game. She wasn't going to fly to not now one of them.
Oh, she drove all of them?
Drove all of them because she does not like flying. Shout out to
Mama Fletcher. Hey, listen. That's a
man,
mother.
Big shout out, dude. That is a mom. That is support be to the nth degree right there.
That is a mother. That is a mom. Fletcher,
Now,
Fletcher, the NIL money you get, you better treat your mama right.
I'll say this though. Now, big downgrade to Fletcher himself for swinging on old buddy at the end of the game.
I saw that.
I don't know what was said. I don't know what was said. But
I felt so bad because that's going to detract from him and it's going to take away from him if he's going into the draft this year. And it's going to just look bad on him. And I get it.
Upside is he's not. He's coming. He's running it back another year.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's not. It's
that incident. They're going to make him out to be a bad person when he's probably not. But people are going to make that incident bigger than what it is. And they're going to be like, okay, how do you conduct yourself off the field? What happens if you run into the wrong altercation off the field? And I get it. Emotions were high. You just lost the national championship in a nail biter, and you had a shot to win the game. I'm not upset at him being upset. And I can understand how if a dude is coming and talking, how that's going to get you frustrated, but you got to be able to hold yourself back in that moment.
And to be honest with you, I don't think it is going to hurt him as much as you think. The reason why, because this is, as far as anybody knows, this is the first outburst that he has had as a player. And once again, if you're going to have an outburst like that, I mean, sure, I do not disagree. Like, you need to be able to control yourself and do better in that kind of situation. But if you're going to have a heated outburst like that, I was pulling for a non-powerhouse team, also wanted the ACC to win a championship. Listen, if it wasn't for that underthrow at the end of the game,
and we talked about this literally today. If Beck aims that at the front pylon over the top,
that's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown. It's because the safety wouldn't have got there, and that corner wouldn't have been able to undercut it. Yep. It would have been a perfect spot.
Outside shoulder to the front pylon, that's a touchdown. But he threw it back shoulder,
short.
He
tried to do what Indiana was doing with Becker. And that's it. Boy, speaking of underrated receivers, number 80, Becker on the Indiana squad, under 2 clutch back shoulder catches through and through. Like, I'm sorry, bro. That man made 2 of the clutchest catches I've seen in big time moments with coverage draped all over him. It wasn't he's lucky that he's open. No, the DBs that were covering him both times, and I think it was the same DB, number 24. The DB that was covering 80, Becker.
24 was getting picked on. 24 was getting picked on and deserved to be picked on. Because when I tell you for almost that whole fourth quarter, that man was holding the entire fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah. He got away with like 6 holding penalties.
He got away with at least 6 of them. So, no, you deserve to get picked on. And you got embarrassed all those times, every time you got picked on.
The first back shoulder was crazier than the second because the first one, this man caught it with his fingertips and managed to get his butt down before his elbow hit the ground.
Right. And tell you the truth, to be honest, remember, it's college. He already had 1 foot now.
He did.
So he was in.
Still, bro, like it was wild.
Crazy,
24 was doing a lot of holding. Number 8 got away with that early targeting on
got away with
Mendoza. That crown straight under Mendoza, Mendoza's chin strap. I was like, bro, that's dirty. Because to me, that's targeting, and that was actually dirty. Because you could have hit Mendoza. Like, I get you're trying to hit Mendoza. You could have hit him straight in the chest.
That's a shoulder check best.
Like, you could hit him in the shoulder. You went crown of the helmet under the chin, and I have some personal beef with I have some personal beef with that because I still have a scar under my chin from that exact thing happening to me, and I can't grow. Like I have a patch in my beard because of it, because it healed like really really badly.
So yeah, like it
So
was a dirty hit.
it's like right under here, but luckily everything else grows around it to kind of cover it up. But I have a thing about that hit, and I didn't like it. But yeah, that was it. 24 was getting away with a lot of holding. That false start on Indiana, I thought almost blew them the game. That and
I thought that almost blew it for him. And the pass interference.
The false start and the roughing the passer. Because the false start took them away from 4th and 1 to 4th and 5. Or it took them from 31 to 35 or whatever.
It was 2nd and 1. Yeah, it was 2nd and 1 to 2nd and 6.
And they had to, and they couldn't get
31 to 3rd and 6. Yeah.
And then they couldn't get it. So when they had to kick the field goal, I was like, okay, that looks bad. Then you got the roughing the passer on Beck early.
Yeah.
And they start getting momentum and start moving. Yeah. I'm like, oh no, you did the wrong thing. You gave them life.
And they got them out of what? They got them at a 3rd and 15.
Oh yeah. They were 3rd and 15 on their own, like 15. They were 3rd and 15 on their own.
Put them on the 30. Now they're running this no huddle offense, moving the ball great, moving the ball fast. Indiana realizes that he called that timeout. You're now on Indiana's like 45.
Bro, also, Malachi Tony, I've seen that man have 2 miraculous one-handed snags back-to-back weeks. That boy gonna be a problem. Listen, your cousin Kadarius needs to learn from you. Or your brother Kadarius. I think it's his cousin or his brother. Either way, he needs to get his hands.
He needs to find you. You need to show him whatever your workout is, because
whatever your receiving core workout is, give it to him. He needs.
Give it to him.
He needs,
man.
And overall, and I think you posed the question: was this a classic? It was a really good game. Classic. It had some classic moments. I'll give it that. Like
it has
Mendoza's run is a top 10 classic moment. Like top 10, top 20.
Let's also talk about the ice that's in Cignetti's veins when it comes down to coaching.
Oh, listen. Cignetti, bro, if you see his facial structure, that man don't change. That man keeps the same face.
Well, you can see sometimes where like you can tell he was like, dear Jesus. But outside of that, like
the only time he really showed facial expression is when they did something bad.
Yeah.
And he got
a bad call or something.
He's so, like, false start, come on now.
So there was some major like ESPN classic moments. Depends if you like offense or defense.
Honestly, I like both. Like I can love a defensive showcase and I can love an offensive shootout. To me,
This had moments of both.
This had moments of both.
This is the kind of game that you enjoy coming to watch because you're not watching a one-sided model. You're not watching like an all offensive game where everybody's just running the score up. Yeah. You're watching two teams legitimately slug it out both sides of the ball.
And I'm not watching
each side's all making plays when they need to make plays.
And I'm not watching an all defensive game where it's just like, bro, can anybody score? Like, can something?
Can you do? We do anything exciting?
Because, for example, we all know for the 72-70 LSU A&M game, that was great. Like, and I'm that eight overtime game, right? That game was phenomenal. But I'll even admit, at one point, I'm like, all right, bro, somebody got to stop something. And then on the flip side,
exactly.
And then on the flip side, we all remember where we were for the 3-6 LSU Alabama game, or whichever one that was, where it was like 3-6.
Even what was it, like the 6-12 or 9-12 Tampa Bay or 49ers or what was Tampa Bay in Rams game?
Yeah, the 13-3 one or whatever that just 13-3.
Like, we all remember that.
It's like at some point you're just like, okay, can any of you offensive score? So this had a really good balance of both. It had clutch moments. It gave me a special teams moment, which I always love a good special teams moment, whether it's a kick return, a block punt that gets scored. I love it.
You know what's funny about that? I was going to put in the group chat when that happened. I'm like, the punter rolled right into it.
Oh, yeah.
Punter went right into that block.
What's the new Tar Heels news? God, man, we got a lot for you on the docket, man. Right now, we just reacted to that CFP
Yeah,
because
we just
good
talking about
football
the
is good.
CFP game real quick.
That good
Get
football
that
is
out
good
the way.
football. Like we just saying, good football is good football. But we definitely got a lot to talk about in terms of today's docket. But yeah, the punter rolled right into it. I'll agree. And I never understood why punters did that. I never
The
understood.
Australian kick, the Australian style punts.
Like, I get it if you're in a situation where they're not coming. But even then, last night, Indiana wasn't in a all-out, we're coming to block it. You literally just happened to go to the right where bro was coming from, and his second line of defense, they showed number 87, that second line, didn't even touch him. He didn't even try to touch him. He just let him go.
He comes across, blocks it.
And, like,
and like, I can understand the Australian style punts if you, like I said, just like you said, if you know they're coming and you're trying to get away from pressure. But like I said, they weren't bringing anybody. They weren't doing like a whole lot of extra rushing. And I think that's I think that's the reason why they did it, because I think they were expecting them to bring a lot of pressure. Because think about it, they're punting from what, their own.
They're punting from like the 5, because it got like blocked at like the 5 or 4.
And yeah, like he's punting. He's catching it at like the 2 or 3 yard line, punting it from the 5. They're expecting them to bring punt block after that, which I don't blame you. I would too.
We will.
Don't worry, we got you.
We will.
Oh, we definitely got you.
We got you.
Oh, we did. We got you on that.
Listen.
But yeah, so even with that, I can understand you. They did it because they expected the rush. Because like I said, I would have brought the rush in that situation.
Oh, I was definitely sending it.
I think analytically they're looking at it. Okay, they're definitely bringing the rush. This is definitely going to happen. Let's do this rollout, get a punt off real quick, and move on. They didn't get what they thought they were going to get. Punt blocked. Indiana goes up late, and what, that was like the third quarter.
Yeah, because they went up 17-7 on. They went up 17-7 on that.
That's when they went up 20. That's when they went up 24-10, I think.
Nah, 24 was Mendoza's touchdown. 17. They went up. 17,
he did have that. Yeah, they did have.
They went up 17-7.
Yeah.
They kept. Miami comes back. They go 14-7. They score a touchdown. 14-17. Yeah. Then Mendoza goes down the 12-yard run, 24-14. Beck comes back.
They get it back.
He gets it, and then field goal, and then Beck and them are trying to come down, and they ice it.
But yeah, so like I said, if you didn't catch the game was great.
Where would you rank it in terms of CFP games you've watched since the CFP? I will say that in terms of the CFP era, it's one of the better national championships.
Since the CFP, I'd probably say top 3. Since the CFP era.
Since the CFP era, let's see. Clemson, Alabama 2.
I still think the Clemson, Alabama is probably my number 1 still.
Yeah, Clemson, Alabama is number 1 for sure. Then I would say the Alabama Georgia one were the one like where Devontae Smith caught the game winner.
Oh yeah, with that fly on the back end.
Yeah.
I'd say that might be number 2.
I'd say that's 2.
And I said that I'd probably put this like number 3 or number 4. It'd be top 5 at least.
Yeah. This would be 3. National championships. Let's see, because we had the Notre Dame one last year. That wasn't really much.
Because I think that was like Ohio State and Alabama.
Yeah, because now I want to. Let me see.
Well, look, let me say, are you looking at? Because right now we got some other news we got to get into.